They emerge into baking hot temperatures here at Wembley Stadium today. Extremely hot and sticky, although
I think that's why this game is so important, isn't it, Fletch? There's lots of...
There's Jorginho, an initial 50 million secured the services. Courtois, Hazard, Cantik and Giroud all missing. And there are some notable starters, though, in the Chelsea team. Some are signing Jorginho. The £50 million man from Napoli is in from the start, as is Ross Barkley, who wants to put a difficult season behind him. There's a place for teenager Callum Hudson-Odoi. The 17-year-old has impressed Maurizio Sarri in pre-season. And David Luiz also plays. He's hoping to put a season blighted by injury well and truly behind him. Well, Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, Raheem Sterling headline the City absentees today. Claudio Bravo starts in goal. There's a start for Riyad Mahrez, who's shaken off an ankle knock. England duo Kyle Walker and John Stones both play. So does Leroy Sané, fresh from a very unexpected summer off. And Benjamin Mendy, who was part of France's World Cup winning squad. And City have included a talented and exciting teenager themselves today. Phil Foden is in Pep Guardiola's starting lineup ahead of what could be a very exciting season for him. And with regard to the lineups today, Steve, the first thing you see is that change of shape for Chelsea, the Maurizio Sarri way.
Yeah, he wants to go to a 4-3-3, we know that, and as you rightly said, great to see Jorginho there in the centre, pulling all the strings. He'll be the one who'll try and set up the moves.
World Cup that captured the nation, and here we are, 78 days after Chelsea lifted the FA Cup, ready to go. Manchester City with Stones. And Leroy Sané. Noticeable, though, Steve, that there was a barnstorming run made outside him again by Mendy.
Yeah, that's what he gives you, Mendy. No disrespect to Delph or Zinchenko from last year.
Now Bernardo Silva, and he has options here. Both Riyad Mahrez and Sergio Aguero are in the partnership. Here's Mahrez again, and now Aguero. And he comes into the game today on 199 goals for Manchester City. Here's Phil Foden. And Riyad Mahrez and Aguero, the options. It's Aguero! And he scores his 200th goal in a Manchester City shirt. But Pep Guardiola will be so pleased by the part that young Phil Foden played in the Manchester City goal. It's City 1, Chelsea 0.
Yeah, it was a really easy goal, wasn't it? Good run by Mahrez. Kept the defenders nice and wide. Phil Foden does really well.
We're able to leave Sané out of the World Cup squad. Claudio Bravo committed himself early to that, needed to get there.
Yeah, he got there, that was the main thing.
You've got players raining forward here. One of them is Leroy Sané. It was a heavy touch. And they should really have been punished there, Chelsea. What can Chelsea do here? Here's Alvaro Morata. And you could see the intention there, but he couldn't quite whip it round far enough. And that will signal the first drinks break here in the community. And now Hudson-Odoi. He's going to try it this time, and he had the confidence to step inside and hit one. And it was a decent... Alonso, the crowd enjoyed that. It's a teaser. Riyad Mahrez. And he's going to have a run at David Luiz, and still Aguero.
A tentative shot, wasn't it? Jorginho giving the ball away, but Pedro didn't do him any favours whatsoever, to be very honest. Him and Fabregas onside.
He's onside, he's in Aguero. Goalkeeper to beat, round him he goes, and still, and he hits the side netting. Well, you don't say that very often. That is an absolute collector's item from Sergio Aguero.
Yeah. Let's see if he's onside. Yeah, he is, he's well onside.
Then it goes by Azpilicueta, and steered behind by Walker. He was such a provider of assists last season from that right side, Azpilicueta. It's a real strength of his forward. Bernardo Silva screaming for it, and they found him as well. And they've got men over, and here's Aguero! And that's a brilliant goal by Manchester City. It was simple, it was quick, it was effective, and it was sharp. And Aguero was on the end of it to finish it off. City 2, Chelsea 0.
Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Right from John Stones, anticipating what Hudson-Odoi was doing.
Pedro on his left foot.
If you get that chance though from Williams' run, Flex, they get the Manchester City defenders running backwards, have to clear the lines, and it falls into a space where Chelsea are running forward, attacking. Wasn't a great effort, of course, but it's a good run forward.
Gets on the ball again, the young Englishman. Now Mahrez can hit them from there.
Had to take it on with his left foot, didn't he? It's the strongest foot. See him smash one against Newcastle last year.
Stones makes a run in there, and coming around the back was Foden. David Luiz was there to steer it away.
Smallest man on the field gets in at the far post. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Manchester City.
Now Walker, and then hitting one was Aguero. Well, he struck that so sweetly on the volley. Here's Diaz, and still outside netting.
Really good play until the shot. This was excellent.
Tammy Abraham through the middle if he plays it, and he has done, and the goalkeeper was out, didn't get it cleanly, can't get a hold of it. The spin was a problem for everybody there, Macri and back.
You see a bit of a mess here, and it's Otamendi gets back in the end.